My pain started in 2018, so that's 7 years now. On a scale of 1 to 10, the day I first came in for my first evaluation, I think I told them that my pain was a 14 million. I was desperate for anything. I was at the point where this could not be my everyday anymore. Today, it's at a half. Not even a 1. I'm at a half. I couldn't do all sorts of things. Simple things hurt, like the impact of running. I was never a great runner, but I liked running 5Ks and whatnot with my friends. And just the impact on my body every time I hit the ground, the pain would radiate in here, so I couldn't do that anymore. My boyfriend at the time, played softball, and I couldn't throw a ball around with him. So it was a lot of just day-to-day things that became challenging. The emotional toll was probably the worst part. There were times that I felt like I was crazy. I mean, you see these things online that say that pain is in your head. Your brain is making up this pain. It's not really there. Just tell yourself that it doesn't hurt. Am I crazy? I'm spending all of this money on MRIs and going to different doctors, driving hours to see different orthopedists who had been recommended. It's exhausting, and it feels like there's never going to be an end. It's depressing, honestly, when you think I'm not an old lady. I've got plenty of life to live, and to think that I'm gonna have to live the rest of my life with pain that I don't even know why it's happening, that was tough. I saw a lot of doctors before I arrived here. The first orthopedist I saw, he knew it wasn't surgical, so he didn't want to see me. I saw a second orthopedist who wanted me to do physical therapy first, said that he couldn't help. Saw another orthopedist who did all sorts of crazy MRIs with color, MRIs, different places, thinking it might have been coming, from my neck, from my back, all those kinds of places. MRIs showed nothing. Had to see another orthopedist, so we're on the fourth orthopedist, who did exploratory surgery, found essentially nothing. I needed an answer, and nobody was able to know the answer from the outside, so I thought maybe if they went in, they could see something that wasn't showing. I begged for the surgery. I begged for somebody to do something. I think I saw a total of 4 orthopedists, 3 physical therapists. I tried a chiropractor for a little while. I was scrolling Instagram. I was starting to watch chiropractor videos just because they looked like they felt good, and that led to other similar kind of therapies. And I saw an arm provider, and it sounded a lot like people's experiences were a lot like mine. And then this one popped up. And the second I saw New Jersey, I didn't even look to see how far it was. I just saw that it's New Jersey, and that's close enough for me, and sent a message immediately. I think it was 3 a.m. I got a response, probably 7 or 8 that morning. I was on the phone by that afternoon, and I think I was meeting Kasey the next week. Of course, there's always a little bit of skepticism when you've gone through so much. There are already people who I'm supposed to put all of my trust in because they're medical doctors who couldn't find the answer. So how could this group of people who weren't using MRI machines or even, an X-ray figure out what my pain was? So I was skeptical, but open-minded. The clinic as a whole is just so warm. Honestly, I just feel like they're happy to see me every week. Kasey is the sweetest. She has this exterior. Like, when I first met her, I thought for sure she was going to be somebody, was very serious, and I was a little nervous to crack jokes or anything like that. And she immediately came in for the hug and was all smiles and made me feel really comfortable right off the bat. I was shocked to find out how young she is.
So last time I was here, I was just noticing sometimes I do things that I don't know, other people are doing it with their pulse tight, and I feel tension, I'll do it.
I was so impressed by the way that she carries herself and how warm she is and excited to be doing this. Some of my favorite days with Kasey are when she comes bouncing in because she had some idea over the weekend of, hey, I was thinking about you and I really want to try this.
It's pulling really, really tight, trying to fight me, increasing.
It's not going to go further than that. Oh, maybe it will.
Good. figured out. Subclavian nerve under the collarbone. And this
That
one's
right
deep.
there. That's the pinch.
That you usually feel here? Isn't that interesting? Let's see the track of the subclavian nerve. See if this-
She often thinks out loud, and I love hearing kind of her thought process as she's trying different new things. It feels like I'm involved, that she's involving my thoughts. She makes it fun.
If this is stuck and cause tightness and weakness, it can pull on this muscle that can pull on the bone because it's connected to the bone, thus causing the pinching, tugging that way.
My daughter is sweet. I was throwing her around in the pool this weekend, and I said to her that, you know how mommy is doing her work on her shoulder. I'm gonna throw you around, but I'll let you know if it's too much. And she goes, Mommy, I'm gonna be so gentle on your shoulder. And she's patting me on the shoulder. And I said, you don't have to be gentle. Like, I will tell you if it's too much, but like, baby, you don't have to be gentle. Like, let's go, let's play. That's the best part. Being able to do things with her and not have to second guess if I'm gonna have to stop doing it because suddenly I'm hurting. I think I would be recommending anybody with pain, especially if they've seen an orthopedist or another doctor already. Anybody who even is questioning, I don't know why this is hurting. I don't know why my doctor didn't have an answer. Or I don't know, we tried this cortisone shot and it really didn't work. That's who I would say, try this. For me, I feel really confident that if you've tried the traditional route and it didn't work, I have to imagine that this would work on any pain.
That was a really good hug.
It's the best hug. Well, we gotta get a good hug for the Instagram.
No, because you have a hard time putting your shoulders around and stuff.
Oh, that's a good point.
You never hugged me like this. This is like the deepest hug.
Because I can get my arm around.
Good stuff. It's working.
Medical diagnosis via hug.